Fascinating actually just looking through this and seeing which ones are which. It won't happen now. We'll be able to find who is the same.
In one generation it's just plain, and by the time it's gone down a few, it's really fancy. And
you see, there are two the same. That must be father and son, because if he'd still been alive when he became High Sheriff, it would have had a label over it, because you can't have two people having the same coat of arms. When his father dies, he takes over his So, but we'll get on to that. Right, are we all ready?
Yes, we're all ready.
So what is sparkling champagne? What is champagne? It's pretty easy, because thanks to the people in Brussels, we have a definition of what champagne is. And it's the easiest question of all to answer. It's laid down in European law. It's a sparkling wine that's produced by secondary fermentation in the bottle. It can only be produced in one part of France, the northeast of France, and it can only be produced from 3 grape varieties. It can't be produced from anything else. Anything else that claims to be champagne is not champagne, and as we see, will be hounded off the surface of the earth.
Particularly based upon surname by the looks of it, because you've got Chris Amos sitting at the top, rather than Chris sitting under the C's. Yeah. So press it right.
Something like that, but you sort of get used to
so
sort of.
you need to send him an email. So you need to send an email to both.
Well, I imagine that would make the press more nice. And a symbol like that usually means sharing something.
I've joined the Yorkshire Chinese Bush Painting Group, and I am a member of the National Chinese Bush Painting Group. So I've learned through those two places, and I've had a number of exhibitions in various places. The gallery on the green in Settle. I've got an exhibition next week in Ilkley at the Art Fair, and I've exhibited in Lotherton Hall and various places around the country, even in Newcastle, Chinatown. So I've got very involved in it over the last 3 years, and I'm now teaching it to other people.
Very good.
Okay.
Quite like that.
Yeah.
That bit there, I think. What do you think, or would you disagree?
Yeah, no, that looks lovely. That'll be fine. Just as long as it's off centre, which it is, that's great.
Yes.
I'll just press it down so that blue tack just holds. And then we'll
If you
spray
notice,
it on.
she's also darkened.
I think that's absolutely marvellous there, because you've got a real 3D effect. You get the 3D effect with the flying white, but you've got it having put a bit more ink on, which is quite good.
Just trying to bring it forward, and then those are in the background. And I suppose I was looking at yours. So that's how you've done yours over there, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, and you'll find as it dries over the next day or so, you'll think, oh, the colour's gone completely. Well, undaunted, you'll be able to go at it again with a bit more ink.
Oh, right.
If you have some. Okay. Lovely.
Look at that.
There's an old couple lived down the street from us who are struggling with the memory, and they're going to the NHS, one of the memory clinics. And I called to see them last week sometime, and the old guy invited me in, and I think his wife must be in the kitchen. And I said, oh, how's it going? Oh, the memory, it's going all right, you were enjoying it. It's all about powers of association and powers of imagination, it's really going well. I said, oh, who's leading the class from the NHS then? And he said, I'm blind. He said he looked round to see if his wife could help him, and she wasn't there. He says, powers of association. Oh, it's a flower with a long stem with spikes on it and very vivid petals. And I said, what, rose? He said, yeah. Rose? What they call that man?
So that has 9 pieces of it. That's one, and then so the little paper of 6. That's your second. I wouldn't be doing that to be honest.
She said 10.
put two together?
Yes, you do, but you don't want two pictures.
Right, I don't want two pictures.
You want one picture.
One picture, right.
No, it says that she says so for example. Yeah, but you just sold with me. You don't know.
Door handle in the street.
If you like.
Go on then. Told you, didn't I?
Caught your ironing.
Can I do it now?
Yeah.
The ATT. You know them Chris Mills.
From your sewing rather than the...
Yeah, so join the corners away.
I'm just not going to go this year.
All you worry about is the width. You've got the length on the side. So all you need to do is